Why the streets are dirty? It's not the people, it's the system. Walk down almost any street in South Asia, and the first thing you'll notice is the ground beneath your feet. It's often a messy carpet of plastic wrappers, fruit peels, cigarette butts, and dirty water leaking from broken drains. And almost immediately, a thought or a question pops into your head: how can people live like this? Don't they care? For generations, the quick, lazy answer has been, no, they don't. But that answer is not just wrong, it's deeply unfair. The real story begins not with the people, but with what's missing: a garbage bin that was never installed on the corner, a trash truck that never shows up, a simple bucket that never arrives. Look closer, and you'll see something surprising. Right behind those cluttered front steps, inside the very same homes, floors are scrubbed spotless, rice is kept in gleaming metal containers, and slippers wait neatly by the door like obedient guards. People here care intensely about cleanliness inside their own space. The puzzling contradiction, spotless homes next to filthy streets, is so common that locals barely notice it anymore. But this isn't a moral failing. It's a municipal one. When the city fails to provide the basic tools of bins, brooms, collection schedules, what's a person holding an empty snack wrapper supposed to do? Tossing it under a tree isn't laziness. It's surrender. It's what happens when the system has already given up on you. And we know this is true, because when the system finally shows up, behavior changes overnight. Nail a simple wire basket to a lamppost in indoor, and it fills up fast. Remove it, and litter returns within a day. Put a pay-to-use toilet on a street in Dhaka, and people stop using the bushes. Tear it down, and the old, shameful habits come back. People aren't waiting for lectures or moral scolding. They're waiting for a sign that their effort won't be wasted. That if they bother to throw trash away properly, the city won't let it pile up and rot. Yet, scolding is still our favorite civic hobby. It's easier to blame the woman tossing a foil packet than to ask why the city spends millions on flashy flyovers but can't afford enough garbage trucks. Calling it a culture of littering is a clever trick. It makes the blamer feel superior, makes the listener feel small, and lets the government completely off the hook. This isn't new. Colonial rulers used the same excuse, calling entire continents dirty to justify both their control and their neglect. The words have changed, but the excuse is the same: if the locals are born messy, why bother building sewers? Meanwhile, the real heroes, the sweepers crawling into manholes, the waste pickers sorting through dangerous trash, are ignored. Their pay is late, their gloves are worn thin like lace, and if they go on strike to demand better conditions, newspapers call them extortionists. The numbers don't lie. If a city spends more on decorating a single political rally with flowers than it does on paying its sanitation workers, no one should be shocked when the streets stink. But here's the good news: this can be fixed, and fast. Take Surat. After a plague scare in 1994, the city transformed from a rat-infested mess to a place that power washes its markets every single night. It took strong leadership, reliable garbage trucks tracked by GPS, and workers empowered to do their jobs. People didn't suddenly become saints. They simply found that keeping things clean became easier than letting them get dirty. After a year of consistency, something amazing happened: pride kicked in. Kids started hunting for litter like it was treasure. Shopkeepers began closing their shutters in rhythm with the musical beep of the arriving garbage truck. Culture didn't lead the change, concrete infrastructure did. This story is repeating itself across the region. In Bangladesh, women ended open defecation by threatening to confiscate the mobile phones of any man caught squatting in the fields. In Lahore, teenagers used Instagram to map illegal dump sites and tagged their deputy mayor until bulldozers showed up. In Sri Lanka, a temple started giving out saplings instead of plastic-wrapped offerings. None of these wins started with a magical change in people's attitudes. They started with someone finally installing a bin, enforcing a rule, paying a fair wage, or sending a truck. So next time you're disgusted by a dirty street, don't rush to judge the people walking on it. Ask smarter questions instead. Where's the nearest working public toilet? When did the garbage truck last come through this neighborhood? How much money does the city actually spend per person on cleaning up, and who really benefits from that budget? The answers will lead you to the real trash pile, the one made of broken promises, misplaced priorities, and missing political will. That's the pile we need to clean up. Until then, that candy wrapper under the banyan tree? It's not a sign of a broken people. It's a white flag. A quiet signal from a citizen to a government that never showed up with a bin.